What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like, subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get right into it. Mario Elie, as you know, recently was on he did an interview with Willie D, and I really like that interview because Mario Elie, he spoke a lot of truth. And one of the things that Mario Elie spoke about was the fact that today's NBA ball players, the big men, they shoot too many jumpers. He also said that today's NBA ball players, they complain too much. But now one of the people who I think is a prime example of that is Joel Embiid, right? And Joel Embiid, in my opinion, is a very good ball player, but I think he let his opponents off the hook when he go outside of that paint and he shoot jumpers. I just think that I think today's ball players they cheat themselves, especially these big men. Like you got Wembyana, and Wembyana is another very good basketball player. I think he's going to be an excellent pro. But I don't like the fact that these big men shoot they shoot so many jumpers, and I'm just not used to that. I'm used to guys like Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing shot, he didn't shoot jumpers like these guys do, but Patrick Ewing had a really good jump shot. But Patrick Ewing would bang in the low post too. David Robinson, these guys, Karl Malone, all these big guys back in the day, man, they used to bang. And so I think they cheat themselves and they let their opponents off the hook. And so also, like, if there's a game within a game, so you're watching basketball at three different levels. You're watching guys operating the low post, then you're watching guys who can like they have mid-range games, and then you had guys who are the jump shooters. So it's like you're watching it's like three different aspects of a basketball game all in one game. And I think these guys cheat themselves, especially these big men, when they shoot all those jumpers and they just let their opponent off the hook. If Joel Embiid he's 7 feet tall, and if he's playing somebody who has a definitely an advantage over, and then you go out and you shoot jumpers on power forwards and threes, I don't see the advantage of that. Then on top of that, like it's you're rebounding, it's less likely that you'll get a rebound because you're way out there, away from the rim. So I think that Mario Elie was right on when he was spot on when he said that these guys play they shoot too many jumpers. And as far as he said with the complaining, I think that shooting jumpers also make you softer, right? Because you're settling for a jump shot. And the slightest, like if somebody hits your wrist or your elbow, like you want that call, you need that call because that's going to throw your shot off. And so that goes partly into the complaining and stuff that these guys do. They're always looking for a call. They're looking for the easy way out. And today's game is just a totally different game than what it was like in the 90s. Like the 80s and 90s, that's when I first started following basketball, in the 80s and 90s. And to me, from 1980 up until, like I say, about 1998 or so, that was like the golden era of basketball. You got Magic and Bird. Then you had after that, you had Mike, you had Kobe, but after that, it just seemed to me like basketball just seemed to get more and more watered down. And then you have guys, big guys, centers, shooting jumpers. You have guys, they looking for calls on. They get fouled. If you ask them, these big men, they get fouled on every play. And I think nobody got beat up as much as as Shaquille O'Neal. He used to get beat up on every play. So, but he didn't do all that complaining and crying. Then you had Hakeem Olajuwon. Who else? Charles Barkley. Well, Charles Barkley wasn't so much of a center, but and as a matter of fact, when you think about Charles Barkley, like, I didn't really like the fact that when Charles Barkley, like, later in his career, he started shooting a lot of jumpers, and I thought that that it takes kind of like let your teammates or let your opponent off the hook when you shoot a lot of jumpers. All they have to do is really just put a hand in your face and box you out after that. Nothing physical or none of that. So I think Mario Elie was like spot on when he said that these big guys just shoot too many jumpers. And if you look at the main big guys in the league, that's what they do. They shoot a lot of jumpers. That's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I'm interested in what you think about these big guys complaining and shooting all these jumpers. And with that being said, I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace.